Hey guys, Wednesday, July 24th, 2024. Wanted to go over Nvidia. So far, Nvidia is starting to crumble. The Gann technique, proprietary Gann technique that I learned maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I've been applying it, and so far, there's a few, I don't know. There's a few that I get wrong, but this one pretty much nailed it. And it's not bad. Not bad at all. 620 high. I think if it's gonna start uh, going down, could be a possible target. 106, even this right here, 1096. But we're hitting the linear regression channel here, so I don't know. It might probably bounce again, but let's see. But so far, volume was very strong to the downside. You can see that it's still on the news because you got all these CNBC things on there. Let's look at the. I don't know if you could tell. I am traveling, so I'm on my laptop. So the laptop is not the same as the desktop. So just keep that in mind. Maybe the audio is not that great, but I wanted to show you how things just kind of like trickle down. Uh, the Tom D mark indicator was off by a week. Could have picked it, but the Gann technique nailed it. And went down, came up, and now they really flushed it. So now we got a PPSL signal on the weekly, MACD crossover here, and now we're entering the zero line. And on the daily, you can see the linear regression channel here came down. So you got a couple of PPSL signals. And this is what I'm thinking about, that maybe we might bounce here because it's kissing the linear regression channel. You can see it's very oversold here. But, it could bounce, and it could be a dead cat bounce and continue going lower. I just want to kind of show you how it's all building out. So when I was talking about it, you know what? Maybe this is going to be a temporary high. It's not like the all-time high, but a temporary high. It's going to retrace, and then it's eventually going to test this high and maybe even take it out. But when it was doing this, I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe my calculations were wrong, and Nvidia is gonna continue going higher. But so far, when this thing came down, it really nailed the coffin. Uh, really good. Let's go into our geometry. One thing I always tell people: always trade with your geometry. Geometry is very helpful. Pick the most important swing points you see in the chart. It's pretty much an art. You just have to have the eyes to learn what to look for. And you can see that now we have taken out the APF angle, one of the important ones. And we were having a tough time at the midpoint. As you can see, failed the 25, and now failed the 0. So now I have a trend line, which are important also, and see what's going to happen there. And remember, use a log scale and a non-log scale, so you can see what both traders are looking at. The people that use log scale and the people that don't. The people that don't probably even know about log scale, but the people that do use log scale, they normally use them at the bigger time frames: the daily, the monthly, the weekly, and the yearly. And in my experience, talking to different traders, they're probably a little more experienced with their craft. This one, see, doesn't have the log scale. So I'm on my laptop. So look, when you put your log scale, we're already at this trend line. So the people that didn't have the log scale thinking, oh man, we got way more to go. But the traders that use the log scale already saw that we failed the Andrews pitchfork angle, and we're already kissing here. So with this, the linear regression channel I showed you, On the simple glance chart and the daily chart, in this could probably tell me that this could probably maybe hold and have a nice bounce here. But if it doesn't, then it could probably go test this pivot high. And if that doesn't hold, it could probably test this pivot low. So you got 2 targets to the downside if this doesn't bounce next week or by the end of this week or maybe into next week. Let's look at our midpoint chart and see what's there. Yeah, PPS sell signal could probably kiss the 100. This is a weekly chart. We already failed your midpoint. Let's look at the bigger levels here. See if we could move this up. Yeah, so you got the low of last month here, which is 113. If that doesn't hold, your next bigger target is 104. So we'll take baby steps on that. So if you're short, you're doing good. You are doing good. Just maybe tying stops just in case it wants to bounce. On the weekly pivots using the 4-hour, you got a target of 112 all the way to 109. And so far, bubbles are negative here. My computer's slow. I need to probably get me a faster one. And on the daily pivots using a 1-hour chart, you can see that you already blew right through it. And it looks like it's already maybe wants to turn around for tomorrow, but we'll see. But so far, looking good to the downside. Just keep your eye on this trend line and make sure you have a log scale. But so far, even if it's just for, you can say maybe a couple of weeks here, it definitely worked out. Can it continue going lower? Yes, it can. You can imagine we were running all this here, and once I saw this date come in, I said, I bet you it could turn here. And I started doing some calculations, some Gann's technique, and a lot of things are confirming here. So be careful if you're trading Nvidia. I'm going to sign out. Hope you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on Nvidia.